TV studios with Terry Bell for today's community comment.
Thank you so much, Jake, and welcome everybody to Community Comment. Our guests today are from the Downtown West Bend Association. Always all kinds of great things happening in downtown West Bend. Great ideas for a weekend getaway day trip. We'll talk all about that coming up. First of all, thanks so much for coming on today.
It's great to be here again.
Thanks,
Nice
Terry.
to have you back, for sure. If you have any questions or comments for Phil or Nate, we invite you to join the program. You can call us or text us at 920-887-9595, or you can call the WBEV studio line at 885-4446. And first of all, coming up not too far from now, Saturday, March 14th, the Beer Walk.
Yeah. So, Terry, this actually isn't one of our own events. We are helping out, however.
Oh, okay.
March is the only month of the year that our organization actually technically doesn't have an event,
Oh,
which
is
is
that
very,
so?
very odd to say.
Although we did host a blood drive this month, but
We did,
otherwise we
we
don't
did.
have any other like public events.
Gotcha.
Yes. But despite that, this definitely is a good period. We are knee-deep planning farmers market music on Main, all the summer stuff. But to focus on this month with the Beer Walk, the organization that actually runs this is called Chicks for a Cause. Their cause is for breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
They are a fantastic organization. They are actually going to be using our office space for registration. We are more than happy to help them because they are just awesome people to work with. They have a great cause. So yeah, this Saturday, March 14th, from 1 to 5 p.m. is their beer walk. There's going to be about 20 stops, I believe, kind of similar to our wine walks.
Oh, okay.
And then patrons get to taste a different beer at each stop. Very similar setup to the wine walks. And the event is an annual fundraiser hosted by them to support the women with cancer and their families. And like I said, the Chicks for a Cause is just a great organization to really fight against breast cancer. And we can't be more thankful to have an organization like them in the downtown area because they actually have an office in the downtown. And it really just shines another bright light onto our downtown area.
Certainly does.
Good news with that. If you were interested, there's still tickets available. I was talking with the executive director, Carmen, the other day, and they will accept people coming and buying tickets day of. So again, that would be at our office, 120 North Main Street. Or you can probably still go online. I don't have their website, but if anyone will Google Beer Walk in West Bend, I'm sure it'll come up and you'll be able to get your tickets that way.
Okay, yeah, that's happening from 1 in the afternoon to 5 p.m. Saturday, March 14th. Plenty of tickets still available, as you just mentioned, and you can get those at the Downtown Association
Yeah,
office.
they'll be using our office, as Nate said, for registration that day. So,
Oh, okay.
so if people are familiar coming to our events, they just come to our office, and this time it'll be a beer walk.
How about if you live in Dodge County? Could you get them online or on the phone?
Yeah, it should be on their website. For reference, Chicks for a Cause is spelled C-H-I-X, and then the number 4, and then an A, and then the word cause. So you can go visit their website, type that in, and they should have the tickets available on their
That was very
website.
smart of you to read that out because people are going to be thinking it's
Yep,
chicks
yep.
like a baby chick. And so-
I've made that mistake before.
Good clarification for the radio, that's for sure. Fantastic. We need to take a quick break here, but we will be right back. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Gruber. 98.53 WBEV in the Daily Dodge TV studios. Here's Terry Bell.
Thank you so much, Jake. Our guests today are our friends from the Downtown West Bend Association, giving us some great ideas for some day trips from the Dodge County area. Philip Ritchie and Nate Wake. If you have any questions for our guests or comments, you can call us or text us at 920-887-9595, or you can call the WBEV studio line at 885-4446. Well, like you say, probably taking March off for events that you're involved in organizing, but then things pick back up again in April, and that is the spring shopping event, the Spring Bling.
April's really when we kind of hit the street running. From that point all the way until autumn, we've got events constantly. So we've got two events this month. The first is our spring shopping event, and the shops we work with downtown wanted to be a jewelry theme again. They've done this for the last couple of years, so we're calling it Spring Bling. This year it's going to be going around to about a dozen shops and collecting bracelets. They refer to them at the shops as stackable bracelets, but
Build your stack.
See, we don't really understand that kind of stuff. So I mean, we're thinking, you actually like, do they connect like Legos, or how does this work? No, it's just you just get a bunch of different bracelets, and you put them all at the same time. You get your Spring Bling. So that event is on the 11th. We still have tickets available. If you go to our website, downtownwestbend.com, we've got an events tab at the top. Click on that, and you can find this event. You can get your tickets directly that way. This is one of those events that we really appreciate because it's designed to have people walk around the downtown. See, we think it's important that people walk our downtown, any downtown. I would say the same thing when I was here in Beaver Dam. There's a lot of businesses you don't see when you're driving through, right?
That's a good point.
And even if you go to a specific restaurant or specific shop that you like all the time, you just drive directly there, park there, and go in. We have over 100 businesses in our downtown. So it's service businesses, insurance, real estate, retail, different kinds of shops. We've got a Pilates place opening. We've got a yoga studio. We've got our political parties in the county have their offices there, and we've got restaurants and bars. So we love the events that we host where people have to walk the street and go into different businesses because it exposes them to everything we have in downtown. Hopefully they'll come back to one of those other businesses at a later time. This is a real value, this event. It's $20 for a pass, and that'll give everybody between 12 and I think 13 bracelets, depending on how many people we end up with on the program. So it's a great value. We promote this as one of those events that's a great mother-daughter experience, or it can be the girlfriend's day out and go stop and have some appetizers and things during your shopping spree. So,
Bachelorette party comes to mind.
Yes, yeah, it would actually be good for a bachelorette party. I'm not sure if we've ever had one, but I know we've had a bachelorette party that's come through one of our wine walks once. They were all dolled up.
Just planted the idea.
Yeah, thank you. That's great. And,
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
that's what he's here for. So if we do have tickets available still on the day of the event, we will sell them at our registration at our offices at 120 North Main Street. But in the meantime, if you are interested in attending, it's only like a 50-minute drive from Beaver Dam over to downtown West Bend. Go on our website and you can get the tickets there.
Certainly, and as you mentioned, plenty of tickets still available, and that's a great opportunity. You have more events coming up in April.
Yeah. So after the spring shopping event in Spring Bling, again in April, on April 25th, on that Saturday, is our spring wine walk. Obviously, back in the fall, we had another wine walk. We do 2 wine walks per year. I would say this is more of a fan favorite.
Okay.
People love the wine walks. It's a lot of fun. And this year's theme, I had a little trouble because we were going back to the 1970s. And I said to Phil, and I kind of joked with him, I was like, Phil, what was the 1970s? Give me some information. I really don't know anything
He was
about
clueless.
the 1970s. Oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't know what the 70s are.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I could go
that
back to the
dates
90s.
us, I guess.
Yeah, I was born in 2003, so give me some information.
I'm educating him now, though. We were playing disco music all day yesterday, so I'm just trying to let him absorb some of it.
Little does Phil know, I actually packed my roller skates. I'm going to be going around the office. I'm just kidding.
I have told him that. Back in the day, we would go to the roller rinks and they'd be playing disco music. I did tell him that.
But yeah, so our theme this year is going back to the 1970s with Disco Fever. So we're really excited about that. Get our disco balls out and our roller skates and everything. And each year we always try to go with a different theme. to really spice it up, and people really enjoy that.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
get
they'll
dressed
dress up
it.
for the
Oh,
different
yeah.
themes. So I'm sure we'll get some people that would be looking like they're ready for Saturday Night Fever at this event.
I'll bet, and that's got to be. Is that part of what goes into choosing a theme? Some things that really capture people's imagination, they think is fun, that they really have is very meaningful to them. They'll be more likely to participate in that kind of thing than maybe other ideas.
I would agree with that. This is one of the events that we run kind of exclusively, even though we have partners, but we do take into account our businesses that are our locations' opinions, and we have discussions about this. And they liked the idea of what we did last year. Last year at Spring, we did an 80s theme. So they were talking about different things, do flower power for the 60s, do a 70s theme. So we were all kind of on the same page. We decided we would do 70s, and then maybe next year, if we're going to follow in line, maybe we'll do the 60s next year. I don't know. Flower power will come in 2027.
Sure, absolutely. And people can dress up and have fun, and that just it makes it a little more interactive. VIP passes, $50. What does that get you?
Yeah, so the VIP pass holders, one, they get to start tasting a whole hour earlier than general passes. So they really get to enjoy a whole hour. And we also encourage people as they do the walk that they can stop into some of the restaurants and grab a bite to eat. You have a decent amount of time to go taste all the wines, so you don't need to go as fast as possible. Take your time, enjoy the different wines, but also enjoy the different aspects of downtown, and that includes a lot of our restaurants. So they can grab a bite to eat. They'll actually get a real glass, a real wine glass with the event logo, and then one of our sponsors as well. So they'll get to take that home with a wine lanyard as well. So the VIP is really a steal for only $10 more. And then the general passes are $40. And there's 300 passes available for the general, and then only 200 passes available for the VIP. So to get that steal, you can go get your passes on our website. It's also linked on our Facebook on the event with the Spring Wine Walk. It's going to be on Ticket Leap. So you can get your passes and get those while they're hot, because they definitely go fast, and it's definitely a huge opportunity to
We
take advantage
always
of.
sell out of the VIP passes before we sell out of the other passes. So those are always more sought after.
Okay,
For sure,
good
for
enough.
sure.
Sounds like there's all kinds of wine for all kinds of preferences and tastes.
Yeah, we actually have more international wines at this event this year. We always rely on our distributor to kind of give us what's new or what they're thinking are really hot styles of wine, types of wine. But as always, we'll have reds and whites. We'll have sweets and dries. And as I said, this year we're going to have actually more international wines than we probably had at any of our previous events. By the way, if we didn't mention, we have 20 stops, and every stop has got 2 wines, so there's up to 40 to taste. Most people will taste to their usual preferences. So if they are red wine drinkers, they will have the reds, or white wine drinkers, and some of us like me, I'll try everything.
For sure. And this is a great idea with all this enjoying wine going on. It's probably a good idea to pace yourself with something to eat.
Yeah, I was glad that Nate mentioned that a number of the events that we have alcohol related to them, and we don't ever want anybody to get intoxicated. We don't want anybody to overindulge. So we try to design these events so that people have time either during the event or immediately after to go and have something to eat.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a great opportunity for the
And,
restaurants.
and we've got a dozen restaurants downtown too, so you got lots of choices.
Terrific. That's right. So the event, still plenty of tickets. Passes are still available. DowntownWestBend.com. Click on the events tab at the top of the page and find the Spring Wine Walk to buy those passes. Yeah, like you mentioned, a great girlfriends or couples event, maybe a group outing, and it's a lot of fun. And that goes from, let's see, what time of
3
day?
until 7 for the people that are VIP, and the general passes is 4 until 7.
Okay, terrific, very good. Anything more about the wine walk or the other event we talked about a moment ago? The spring bling.
Bling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know for me, for the spring shopping event specifically, one of the things I find when I talk to people that are either visiting West Bend, they don't really realize all the specialty shops and boutiques that we have. I feel like a lot of those are just such hidden gems in West Bend. People never really realize it. We're really blessed. and they work so well together. When they come together and work together with us and partner with us, we put on some great events. And we actually get a lot of people too from the Fox Valley. We've actually been seeing a decent amount come from all the way up there. And I think that really just speaks to volume of what we have in downtown West Bend. So come on out, take a peek at it if you've never seen it, see what it's all about. I can guarantee that you will not be disappointed, because we've yet to hear somebody talk about how they're disappointed. They're always just shocked and, wow, like I did not realize West Bend had
We hear that a
this.
lot. I did not know you had all these nice shops here, women's shops here.
Well, I imagine that's so, because I think in our busy workaday lives, if we're engaging in commerce anyway, maybe we're just going straight to the big box store and back home again, and it really gives an opportunity to slow down, take a moment, be downtown, and see what's there.
Yeah, but before we leave this topic, I'm going to throw a challenge out there to some of my old friends here in Beaver Dam. Tina Swain and Diana Ogle, you guys got to get groups together and come to this 70s Disco Fever Wine Walk. You guys would have a blast, and I know you got enough friends to bring a big group. So I'm throwing the challenge out there, Diana and Tina.
Okay, very good. So one event featuring the wine, the other featuring the shopping. Anything about the spring bling that perhaps we didn't cover thoroughly the first time? You pick up the bracelets and the charms as
I guess
kind of what
we never
keeps
talked about how the
traffic
registration
flowing.
works. We probably
Yeah,
should mention
please
that.
do.
When people purchase the passes, it's online. You get a little, QR code that you can use, and we also get a list of everybody. When you come to register, we give you like a pamphlet or brochure that will list all the locations. So it's not like you got to figure it out. You got to go past every shop and see, if there's a sign on it or not. We do that as well. But you get a brochure that has all the stops in it, and it'll have other information about the event and about other events coming up. And when you go there, what our businesses are supposed to do is, once you, in this case, collect your bracelet, they're supposed to check off that you were been there, and then you got your bracelet from there. Otherwise, you could probably go back twice. The same thing with the wine too. When people come to register, they then get the pass and the glasses in that case, and then they go to each spot on there, and they can kind of decide what route they're going to take, and then they're supposed to be checked off as they have their tastes.
Outstanding. We are going to take a quick break for the news right now. Our guests today on Community Comment are Philip Fritchie and Nate Wake of the Downtown West Bend Association. We will be right back, so don't go away. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
onto the Daily Dodge TV studios with Terry Bell for more of today's community comment.
Thank you so much, Jake, and welcome back, everybody. Our guests today on Community Comment are Philip Ritchie and Nate Wake of Downtown West Bend Association, talking about all kinds of ideas for us in Dodge County to enjoy a nice day trip over in West Bend. A lot of fun things that are going on, and a lot of them raise money for good causes, too, and get you familiar with all the terrific businesses in downtown West Bend. Let's peer ahead even further down the line. Coming up Saturday, May 2nd, is the Art Walk premiere and auction.
Yeah, let me give you a little bit of background here. Over a decade ago, the Downtown Association started a program they called the Art Walk Banner Program, and it was designed to get local artists to actually paint canvas banners that we would put on our downtown street lights to decorate. So it was like unique art from the local community or local artists, and it's evolved over time. So originally it was just a matter this time of year, like right now, where we'd be soliciting artists and sponsors to pay for the canvases to come and paint them. Now we have this big premiere. I think we've been doing this maybe for about 5 years at MOA. So MOA is the Museum of Wisconsin Art. We're very fortunate to have that beautiful facility in downtown West Bend. It's a very appropriate place for us to do this. So we get all these banners painted by local artists. And I say local, now it's actually coming from Dodge County, from Ozaukee County, Washington County. We actually were soliciting artists from the community out here through the Dodge County Arts Center. And we do this premiere on the first Saturday of May, where all of the brand new banners that are going to be going up this year get shown in the museum. And then we have an auction for banners that had been up several years earlier. We've got this rotation. Yeah, you want to go through how the rotation works?
Yeah, first year, after they're painted, they're actually up in the downtown area. So they can be viewed all throughout the whole summer. I think we take them down, in like October, September-ish. From there, they actually get put up at City Hall for a year. So every time you go to City Hall, you can see the beautiful banners. And then from there, so year 3 of those banners, we get them back. Then we either auction them off or we sell them actually at the farmer's market, or people can stop by our office and buy the banners. So the banners actually have a very long life for viewing and can have many different purposes. I personally love just walking the downtown during the summer and seeing all the different banners. And as Phil said, with so many different local artists, you get so many different types of paintings. I myself, not really a man of the fine arts, so I can really appreciate like, wow, somebody painted that. Like somebody has the skill to paint the lake, and it looks perfect. It looks like a picture. So a lot of our local artists are just incredible.
Yeah, and I think I think it means a lot to a lot of people too, to have art in their home that was actually made by a person and not something that was mass produced that they ordered offline.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point. Nate was talking about the life of these banners in the public view, but they always end up
In a
in
home.
the end in somebody's home or in businesses.
Yeah.
Sometimes the businesses that might sponsor a banner, or maybe one of their employees was the artist of it, they buy them and they put them up in their businesses. And it's beautiful artwork. I have seen maybe one over the time that I've been at the Downtown Association I thought was a little bit off. I think it was made by a high school student. Most of them are just fantastic. We can't believe the skill of the people that come and paint these banners from all over, from multi-counties. I had another thought. I was just going to say something about the art.
Okay.
Oh, West Bend
Yeah.
embraces the arts. So if people haven't been to our community or walked the downtown, we have many patrons of the arts in West Bend. So not only do we do this project that has some visual art, for about 30 years now, we have had a sculpture program. So every year or every couple of years, a new piece of sculpture is put out someplace in the community. Downtown alone, I think, has got 6 or 7 pieces of art, but I think there's probably over 30 now throughout the community. We love the arts with our downtown theater, the Bend, which is restored vaudevillian 1920s theater, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in the last segment. So we really embrace the arts and patronize the arts in West Bend, and this is another facet of that. So if you are an art lover, we're a community that you certainly can go and see a lot of public art. Doesn't cost you anything, or go to the Museum of Wisconsin Art. You buy a membership, and you can go and see what they have on display. Right now, they have for one of their temporary exhibits an exhibit of chairs designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, which is fascinating.
Oh, wow.
So they not only have sculpture and paintings, they also have artwork like that, where you look at the design of somebody who was a world-renowned architect from Wisconsin.
Patrons can actually get into the Museum of Wisconsin Art for free, actually during the event on May 2nd, during the banner art premiere. So if they want to check it out, just see what it's all about, if they're not sure. It's free entry. You can look at the banners, and you can also look at some of the exhibits that are in the museum. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to take advantage of.
How do you get the artists involved? Do you go to them? Do they come to you?
When it's time for us to get artists, we make public announcements that they can come and do it, but we also have an email list of people who are past artists, and then we reach out to organizations like the Dodge County Center for the Arts, and I do the same thing with Cedarburg, and we invite those organizations to send out our solicitation to artists to their memberships. You know, the people they have on their list, put it in their newsletter. Any way that we can get the artists. And I should say this, even though we're kind of late in the game, we still have maybe 5 banners left to be painted for this year. If somebody here in Dodge County is interested. It's a tight time frame now, though. We need them back by the 10th of April because we have to have sponsors' names put on the bottoms of them, and you have to have this all done before we have our big premiere, the first Saturday of May. So we do have them available. I might even be able to negotiate bringing some out here if people don't want to drive all the way to West Bend to get them.
So let's say I'm an artist or organization in Beaver Dam or Dodge County who wants to be a part of it. How do they get a hold of you, and by when?
Probably the easiest way to be to call the office and then give us an email, and then we can send them the paperwork for it. We do like to get examples of previous artwork done by an artist if they're new to us. So there's a vetting process.
The paperwork is on the website as well, if they would want to take it straight from there. The website is www.downtownwestbend.com. So either of those options will work to find the paperwork.
And you said you'd like to get those all finalized by a certain time. When was that again?
April 10th.
April 10th. Okay.
So we've been soliciting now since January for artists. Some artists can really crank out 2 sides of a banner, in a week. But some people take longer. So that's why we try to start the process in January each year. To give people as much time as they want to get their banners done.
Very good. Our guests today on Community Comment are our friends from the Downtown West Bend Association, Philip Ritchie and Nate Wake. We need to take one last break, but we're coming right back, so stay with us. You're listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Prizes.
Welcome back to Community Comments. Our guests today are from the Downtown West Bend Association. We're talking with Nate Wake and Philip Ritchie with all kinds of great information. They can also answer any questions they have, too. If you'd like to join the conversation, you can call or text 920-887-9595, or you can call the WBEV studio line at 885-4446. It's early yet. We're in early March, but boy, I think this little stretch of nice weather we had a few days ago is getting everybody in the mood for spring. And springtime in Wisconsin means farmers market season, and West Bend has a terrific farmers market.
Yeah, that is correct, Terry. So the farmers market is actually my specific role as the events coordinator. That's its baby. So the farmers market is my baby right now, and we are just knee deep in planning with the market. I think a lot of people don't really realize how much goes into the back planning of the market specifically. So right now, we have the whole full season vendors, we call them. They are there essentially every single week. They can maybe take off a couple of weeks if they have a vacation or family issues, stuff like that. But generally, those 70-ish vendors are there every single week. They're the staples of the markets, fan favorites. So those are all set. And right now, we are then processing the partial season vendors. They can rent up to 6 dates total for stalls. And that also brings a different vibe to the market each week because it's a different type of vendor, different products. So a lot of people actually really look forward to that and seeing, well, is this person going to be here this week? Do products, everything?
Well, yeah, and it seems to me it's one, it's good variety for the people who come to shop, and two, it might be a good price point for a vendor that maybe can't afford to be there every week all season long. They can still participate.
Yeah, that is correct. The partials is such a wide range of types of vendors. Like you said, it might be for a vendor that's selling veggies or anything like that that just can't commit and have the funds for a full season, or it can also stretch to local churches. They also like to participate. So it really is that opportunity for everybody to get a little taste of the West Bend Farmers Market. Now, not be smart to not mention we have won the best farmers market in the state of Wisconsin of the past 4 years.
Congratulations.
Thank
That
you,
takes some
thank you.
doing in Wisconsin.
Yes, that is for sure. And then also last year as well, we were voted number 10 nationally. So that was a huge step forward for us, just to not only be recognized in the states, repeating, but also just nationally to be recognized, because there's a lot of great farmers market in the United States. So that is just a sense of pride for us. And it really goes back to the community, everybody working together, and the whole thing just being not just a farmer's market, but really just being about West Bend and the downtown and the health of it. And it's really great to see. I know last year, this was Phil's baby, and he started because it was our 50th anniversary of our organization running. He started inviting some celebrity guests, actually. So we will be doing that again this year. I know I got Alice in Dairyland coming on July 18th.
Oh, terrific.
So we're excited to have Alice back. I'm pretty sure they just solidified the last final 6 candidates for that position.
Many of them are from this area, too.
Yes, that's correct. Working on trying to get Miss Milwaukee, Brianna. She's a very nice girl. She actually best friends with my girlfriend actually at Concordia. Okay. She is awesome. Trying to get her to come. Larry the Pepper from this area as well. We're trying to
Shout out
have them
Beaver
come
Dam
back.
Pepper Festival.
Yeah, they are awesome. They were here last year, so we're trying to get them to come back again. They're trying to also get Jordan Stoltz, the 3-time Olympic gold medalist.
That would be something.
Yes. He's just north of us in the Kewaskum area.
That's true.
Don't want to tease anything too much, but we're really trying to get him come. But yeah, that just adds another layer to our market and really just kind of separates us from the competition. That it's not just a market, but we also have other things going on that can help really promote it.
I'd like to elaborate a little bit on the planning of this. Nate's talking about how we're knee deep into this right now, and really since December. We have the largest farmers market in southeast Wisconsin. We rival the Madison market around the Capitol in size. We have 166 stalls.
Wow.
So when we talk about the planning for this, it takes on a whole different scale because this is not a 20 vendor market or a 50 vendor market. This is a market that every week has got about 90 individual, unique vendors with 166 stalls. So it's a big, big, big deal, and we are so proud of the accolades we've earned with all of that. And Nate's been doing a fantastic job with it.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, and that's good information for people in Beaver Dam to have. That something that of national status is just down the road to take part and enjoy, especially if you love farmers markets. For
sure.
They're so popular in
And
Wisconsin.
I have to add, we have a few of our regular vendors that are from here in Dodge County. So Hextras is one of our big vendors that's there. Everyone knows Hextras. And Reader's Farm is out here in Dodge County. They have eggs. So there's two Dodge County, for sure, vendors that are there for the full season.
And the season's kicking off May 16th.
May 16th,
so
that's correct, yeah.
what's going on on March 11th to get ready for May 16th?
Yeah. Like I was kind of outlining, for me right now, I'm processing a lot of partial season vendors that are trying to get in. So for me, the full season vendors are in the same spot each week. So going all the way back to December, like Phil was talking about, I actually have to make the map and make sure each vendor, and we have each vendor at a different space so that we don't have two veggie vendors right next to each other. And we want to make sure that has a good flow. So all the way back in December, the map was essentially put in place. So now I'm strategically putting these partial season vendors in spaces that they're also not next to the same type of vendor. And if, like some of them, for example, the Historic Barton Association, they always like to be on the north side because Barton is just north of us. So they always prefer to be over there. So putting them there, well, is there going to be a conflict with another vendor? So there's a lot that goes into this that nobody really thinks about.
An interesting aspect of this, people would not think this gets political, but it's very political in how we have to make
everybody happy.
to try to keep everybody happy. We
Yeah.
can't keep everybody happy all the time, but it's more complicated than somebody would think. You just
That's fascinating because, as a shopper, it just all seems so effortless, but it's a very fine, I don't know if we want to call it chess game or something, but there's strategy to it.
There is strategy to it. There is, absolutely.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
my
understanding your clientele, the vendors, the business owners, you really just have to understand where they're coming from, what their opinions are. And like Phil said, try to make everybody happy, which isn't always possible.
My goodness. Okay. Another great event coming up in May on the 28th and going off through all the warm weather months, Music on Main.
And Music on Main is our free Thursday night concert series. And a couple years ago, we started partnering with our neighbor across the street in downtown West Bend, the Bend Theater. I mentioned them earlier. It is restored 1929, I think, vaudevillian theater, that they do live musical performances and comedians and things now. And they want to actually showcase all the talent that they have for putting on shows and things. So we partnered with them a few years ago to do some, what you call it, Music on Main nights that are on steroids. So
My gosh.
we have our usual Thursday night events in the summertime where we go to the one park that's downtown and we block off one block of Main Street and then we have the free music event. For the block party, we actually shut down 3 blocks of Main Street, and the Bend, our partner in this, brings in a stage that is actually a semi-trailer that gets backed onto the street and then it opens up into a stage.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like a stage in a truck. And they get bands and acts that would be a little larger scale, more expensive than we usually have for our regular events, and we partner with them on this. So the event that's going to kick off our season this year is on the 28th of May, and the band is the Spicy Thai Band, is the main group. We're going to have just a big, huge event. We've had as many as we estimated 5,000 people. Is that
Just shy of it,
right?
yeah.
5,000 people on the street for the block parties. We generally get between 1,000 and 2,000 for the usual Thursday night events. And I want to really do a shout out to the folks at the Bend, Noel Brown, Sean Tanner. They're people that we work with closely and all their staff. We just have a great collaboration, and we work with the city of West Bend. They're very supportive of these events. So we invite everybody in Dodge County to come over for a free concert on the 28th of May in downtown West Bend. It's going to be a big deal, and you're going to have a lot of fun. We got food trucks out, and we got beer tents, and
Oh man, summer in Wisconsin. That is just what it's all about.
yep, that's the kickoff.
Yep, and that's every Thursday at 5:30 till right up through the end of August. It looks like, yeah. And do you draw the talent? They come from around the area or a broader region? nationally?
For our normal music on mains, they're typically in this area, and that also separates the block party as well. They try to get more of a band that's not from the area that maybe some people may not recognize, just to bring that talent and get people exposed to that. The Bend Theater is really good at doing that. That hey, we can reach out more than just our area, and that, like Phil said, they are professionals. They really know what they're doing. But for the rest of the season, we try to go more in our area and local talents, and people see their name and like, yep, I'm going to the Music on Main because this band is awesome. I recognize them.
And what a great opportunity for the vendors that come out too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to add that we try to use this event too for the opening acts to be kind of mentors to young musicians. So we've had high school bands that are learning how to play together through the West Bend Music Academy, be opening acts. We've had young talent, individual artists or duos that can come and be the opening act. So we want to help mentor some young musicians and young talent that way. It gets back to what we were talking about earlier, where our community really embraces the arts. So everything from music to sculpture to painting.
Absolutely. And when you start people out young in something, they'll love it their whole life. Absolutely. Let's take a look ahead further in the season. We have just a minute or two left. Anything coming up on the calendar that you're excited for people to know about? Everything, of course.
Of course. We have a couple other shopping events. We always try to at least do one per month just to really help out the shops. Late Night Luau is on June 26th. That's a Friday night. We go kind of Hawaiian theme.
Fun.
And then also the Summer Sidewalk Sale. We're moving it to a Thursday this year to correlate with the Music on Main series, so August 6th. And that one was a smaller version of the Maxwell Street Days. The street doesn't actually get shut down, hence the sidewalk sale portion of it. So those two events are really geared toward the shopping events and really getting people exposed to those boutique shops.
Very good. Well, it has been a terrific hour. We always love it when you two come by to tell us what's happening in West Bend. Our guests today, Philip Ritchie and Nate Wake from the Downtown West Bend Association. Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for
Terry.
the opportunity. We'll see you in May.
Absolutely. And thank you, everyone, for listening to Community Comment on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Leprechauns